Hi, welcome to Country Girl Grit, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So today, my dog Ranger and I are out trying to train for the Appalachian Trail. And so we're maintenance hosting at a park until May the 1st for a free place to stay because we're nomads. And also I am working 5 nights a week part-time at night to make some money. And so our time for training is very limited. So a lot of our plans were to, go to the gym, and I did that like once or twice, but the gym is so far away. So I'm not able to train at a gym. And so officially I haven't been training as much as I need to. So here it is, almost middle of February, and my plan is to leave around March the first week, because I don't really like to put my date. Come here, Ranger. So the only time that I am going to have to train is I'm going to have to force myself to try to get up earlier, even though I work late at night, and to start training with my bag. My bag's a little bit heavy already, and I only have my Big Bear container. It's the Big Bear container. And I'm going to have the Big Bear container because Ranger will be with me, and I'm going to have to protect his food. And I think that's necessary because dog food really attracts wild animals, as most people know. So I'm going to have to carry that big pack. So in my pack right now, while we're training, and I say officially today is our first day to really start training, even though I was training at gym. I've done a little bit of other training, but I feel like I've got to buckle down now because I only have a few more months left. But in this bag is the Big Bear container, my sleeping bag, and my one-man tent, which I feel like I need to upgrade my tent because the tent that I have, we can't hardly move in it because Ranger weighs 100 pounds. So I know I feel a little bit claustrophobic, but when I go to a 2-man lightweight tent, hopefully I can afford to do that before I leave for May the 1st. If not, we're going to have to make do with what we got. But we can't move in that tent. Like, we're so squished, and so it's not going to be comfortable. So that's just going to add more weight to my bag. And only those 3 items are in my bag right now, with no dog food or anything in my bear container. And it is already heavy. So I know that I'm going to have challenges, because even on this side right here, I can already feel, a little bit of discomfort in my shoulder by carrying this bag. And we already been hiking now for about an hour. So what we're going to do today is there's this loop, a dirt road loop, that it's 5 miles at the park that we're working at. So today we're going to train, and we're going to go down this road. There's a part of it that's closed, and hopefully we don't see any wild boar, because they are right there. And I know that we do have a bobcat out here, so it's just Ranger and I. We will be alone a little bit further. So we're going to continue our training, and today is our officially day of really buckling down, because we have a month and a half 2 months left, not very long. And I know everybody says you got to train for the Appalachian Trail, and I 100% believe that. So here we are. Now, this is not heels and stuff, but we're going to do some different stuff. But with the amount of time that I have, this is the best that we can do for our training. Because hiking for me is therapy. I like to smell the air, take my time, and enjoy it. So Ranger, he likes to do a lot of smell meal when we first start. And then after we are walking for a while, he'll start walking right beside me. But at first, he's got to do a smell meal. This is the best water. So I passed the park ranger on the way on our hike out here, and of course he was checking a beaver dam to make sure the beavers hadn't already made a dam back across where they've been trying to keep it clear. But one thing about when you're hiking kind of a longer hike is don't forget the tissue, because I have to pee so bad right now. And so I asked him, I was like, do you have any tissue in your your ranger truck? And so he gave me this little bit of tissue that he had in there. So yeah, I'm gonna go squat behind a tree out here. Well, nobody's out here but us and the birds, I guess. So, and then of course we didn't bring water because I knew that there's some artesian wells out this way, at least a few. So here we are. We did get water. Ranger got water. I drank water. You don't have to filter that. It's so pure. But right past those woods, if you follow those woods, I don't think it's open to the public, but I've done it a couple times. But if you follow those woods and swamp area, there is a hidden artesian well called in the boonies, and it's hard to find, but I have found it. And I took a friend of mine one time, and so she really wanted to see it, so I took her out there, and the water was really good. But the problem is Ranger, he's got he loves water, so when I was drinking my water, he kind of almost pulled me into the swamp water, to that part is real swampy because there's a lot of beaver dams up in there. I had to let go of his leash, and then the only way I could get him back was I had to pretend I was leaving. I'm like, okay, bye, and I started walking, and finally I was able to get him back. But he also has car anxiety, so I wish I could break that, but just being solo and single, it's kind of hard because I don't have anybody to help me. But just now, the park ranger, when he went to pass, Ranger charged so much because he doesn't like cars that I end up falling to my knees trying to hold on to him because, he's 100 pounds full force. So yeah, I ended up falling. Both knees are probably bruised now. Not to mention, I've got a bruise that big where the other night I went out and in the dark and I ran into the tongue of my wheel estate on wheels. I ran. Okay then, he just pulled the tree branch down. Hold on, buddy. He's gonna mess up Mama's He pulled this loose. Testing 1, 2, 3. So anyway, we better hike. Another thing is, I guess I'm not a very organized person because my phone is not charged. Should have charged it. Yeah, so it's on the red. So we still have quite a long hike to go. And let me go find a place to pee. See you in a minute. If you haven't already, I would so appreciate you subscribing and taking the time to give me some view hours by watching my videos. Thank you, and until next time, bye.